All right, this is a C-152. I've flown one of these a couple of times, real world. Pretty much same flight dynamics and everything on here. It's just a smaller than the 172. It can only fit a total of two in this. So I chose this one because it actually has the steam gauges and not the G1000 glass in it. So right quick, this is your airspeed indicator. You want to keep it in the green as you're flying. This white line here is your flap operating speed. This here is your turn coordinator. The bubble here between these two lines means your flight is coordinated. And while you're in flight, this is your attitude indicator. Don't necessarily need this for daytime VFR. Your heading indicator, your clock, your altitude indicator. Here tells you your speed MSL. I'm sorry, not speed, your altitude MSL. This is your vertical speed indicator. Tells you how many feet per minute you're either ascending or descending. These are for your VORs to track your VORs. Okay, this here is your radio panel. We'll get this on standby. This is your radio panel. This is your RPM gauge. This is your RPMs here for your engine. Keep in mind, remember this green right here in the RPMs. There's a reason for that. And this is your ADF here. So we'll go down to here. Across, parking brake is on. This is your primer. This is your master, your battery, and your alternator. This is your key to start. It also controls your magnetos, which we'll test those when we get to the end of the runway, when we do a run up. Your fuel, left wing, right wing fuel, oil temperature, oil pressure. These are your lights, dome light, your pitot heat, which you'll need pitot heat in the winter time. Which this right here is your pitot tube, so it heats this up so it doesn't freeze up. This measures your airspeed and your altitude, not your, but this keeps your air. This measures your airspeed right here, your pitot. It can freeze up, and your airspeed indicator can freeze up on you. Nav lights, which are the red and green on the wing, strobe, which are the flashers, and your beacon, which is the red taxi landing lights. Your elevator trim. This here is your carb heat. Keep in mind, remember what I said. This right here. Anytime you're in the air, and your RPMs is outside of the green, which is lower than 1900 RPM, you've got to pull that out to induce carb heat, which means your engine can freeze up and seize. This is your throttle, and this is your mixture, your flaps, cabin air, and this down here is your circuit breakers. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's get this bad boy fired up. Go ahead and keep the dome light on so it'll come on when we keep this master battery on. Alright, so we necessarily don't need dome light. Alright, so master battery's on. And you see our radios and everything came to life. So it's our first start. So let's prime the engine. Give it 3 shots of prime. Throttle all the way in, throttle all the way out. Let's crack the mixture, and let's crack the throttle. And look around to the left and to the right. And you would yell out the window, clear prop. And then play with the throttle a little bit. Let's give it one more shot of prime. going to fire for us. There we go. We got us a start. Alternators on. Beacon on. Go ahead and kick the nav lights on. That's fine. And we'll be back with you at the end of the runway for run up. We're going to head over to LaGrange. Should be able to get there. Hey, there's no FBO. Where the FBO goes, you building sitting right here. Alrighty, welcome back. We're holding short of runway 15. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the run up. So park and brake is set. We're going to power up to 1500 RPMs. Hold our brakes. Roughly about that. So we're sitting right there. So now we're going to kick off our magneto. And watch the RPMs drop. There's our drop. Back to both. Let's check to the left. There's our drop. Alright, full carb heat. Oh, wrong one. I want to prime it. Full carb heat. And there's our drop. Carb heat's working. Back in. And suction's good. Pressure, oil temperature is rising. And check close throttle, pull her all the way out. Make sure she's still going to run. Good to go. Okay, let's get the taxi on. Let's hit the strobes. I'm sorry, landing lights coming on. Park and brake off. Finals clear. There's some rain right there. Another aircraft up there. Noon in traffic. Skyhawk 638 November Fox departing. Runway 15 to the south. Noon in traffic. Full power. Holding that right rudder. Airspeed is alive. This engine instruments are in the green. V1, rotate. We're off to the races. I'm going to stay below these these clouds here. Trim it up. Straight here in BFR, so we got to go find our interstate and follow it south to the range. Traffic, Skyhawk 638 November Fox climbing through 2000. Range traffic, November Fox left base, runway 31 range. In a left base turn, let's get the next notch of flaps out. Roughly about 15 to 1700 RPMs is about what you want to hold. And finals clear. Range traffic, 8 November Fox, base to final, 3-1 range. Final notch of flaps in. Go, slowing her down, slowing her down. It's just the inner marker beacon. Now I'm going to go ahead and idle out the power. Kind of go for the numbers here. Enter ground effect. Ground effect, which will float for a few minutes. Pull back on that nose. And there's our setting.